I'm going to show you exactly what foods to get this Christmas so you can enjoy yourself to the max without putting on 5 kgs and starting over in January. And also, these are the exact strategies that our clients are using, and I'll show you the calorie banking meal plan that we recommend that they follow. Let's do it. One of the most common things, especially in Australia around this time of year, is Christmas parties and barbecues, family events and social gatherings. So here's a few swaps to make that still super enjoyable without having insanely high calories. So for example, check this out. These burgers, just the regular ground beef Coles burgers, 437 calories per burger. That's fucking insane. That's not even with the bun or anything. So what you can do, swap for these extra lean beef peppercorn burgers. These are only 186 calories each. So you can have like 2 of these. That's terrible. 2 of these and it's still less calories, hey? So yeah, go for these ones instead. And they do taste pretty damn good. Then with your snags, just the regular beef sausages, they're close to 150 calories each. You can also get extra lean sausages, the peppercorn brand, and these are only 96 calories each. I mean, if you're gonna have like 2 or 3, that definitely racks up, saves some good amount of calories without lowering the protein as well, which is key. Then you also have the extra lean chicken sausages. So these are 80 calories each, 79 calories and 10 grams of protein. That's actually a really good protein source just in general, but especially for those summer barbecues, game changer. One burger is 1200 kilojoules, which is like 300 calories, 26 protein, 18 fat. That's not atrocious, but it's not amazing. And I guess what we could say is, like, if you want to make your own burgers, the best way and the leanest way is just to grab extra lean mince, roll them into balls, smack them down into patties, and then you've got a perfect burger. And Cameraman Cooks hates me filming next to this because it fucks the lighting. So we will leave here, otherwise Cameraman Cook's gonna have a bad day, you know? And if you're just cooking on the pan or just throughout, and if you're the one that cooks for the fam, just swap your olive oil or whatever oil you use for a bit of spray. You're honestly gonna save hundreds and hundreds of calories every single day. I promise, whoever you're cooking for, they won't even know the difference. Trust. Cameraman Cooks reckons they will, he's laughing. They will. No, they won't, don't worry, trust me. All right, we're completely caffeinated now. What do you think, Cook?
It's that shirt.
Oh, I should have wore black tea, eh? I've had one job, pick the right tea so Cameraman Cooks can...
well.
Just, all right, bro, today you're gonna wear this and this, bro. I got the socks and slides on today and everything. Team, if you wanna go ultimate comfort, everyone's gonna hate that. Trust me, until you've worn socks and slides, I don't wanna hear about it. Anyway, back to it. All right, so on your barbecue, instead of the aioli and the burger sauce for your barbecue burgers, we wanna make these swaps because this is 157 calories per serve, which is outrageous. You're probably gonna use at least 2 serves. That's 300 calories in just sauce, which is crazy. And the special burger sauce is also 107 calories per serve. So you're looking at 200 plus calories for a couple serves of that, which is nuts. So we're gonna make these swaps. Guys, I know, trust me, this tastes better. For sure, aioli tastes better, but it's just not worth it. Instead of 300 calories of that, you could have 300 calories of ice cream. That's a way better swap, in my opinion. Anyway, next one. So this is so good for the barbecues, the smoky barbecue sauce, and it's 15 to 20 calories per serve, super low. And then if you really like the burger sauce taste, Nando's Peronaise, in my opinion, is quite similar. It's not super low calorie, but it is pretty decent. It's 35 calories per serve. So you're gonna still save heaps. And then of course, there's heaps of other sauces you can use. Pretty much all of your hot sauces, like your Frank's Red Hot, your Tabasco, your Sriracha, they're all low calorie. So if you're a big hot sauce fan, like, you're pretty sweet to use any of those and you're gonna be minimal calories. And then actually mustard. Mustard is sick on hot dogs, eh? So honey mustard's the best. Honey mustard's a little bit more calories than the regular ones, but I reckon like American mustard goes so good on a snag with a hot dog. American mustard, superset smoky barbecue. Oh, should we have hot dogs today? Yeah, we should make hot dogs. I'm getting hungry already. If you're in charge of the chocolate decisions in your house, because let's be real, around Christmas time, I don't know about you guys, but my family, like, we always used to have, like, someone's getting a box of favorites, someone's getting this, someone's getting that, and they're just every day just having a few. So if you are in charge, what I would recommend, probably not this. Toblerone per triangle is 163 calories, which tastes bomb, but that's outrageous. And I'm not going to tell you to go and eat some sugar-free chocolate, don't worry. But the Ferrero Rocher is actually a better choice because these are only around 65 to 75 calories each. So you could have 2 and it's still going to be less calories than 1 Toblerone, which is a better deal in my opinion. And then the favorites, actually not too bad either, because you can have 2 for about 130. So these are around 60, 70 calories each as well. So if you can control yourself around those, it actually is a slightly better choice throughout December. By the way, team, this very side track. I mean, I just finished a full coffee. We're already thinking about the next caffeine. These Gatorade Fast Twitches are $2 and they taste bomb. A little bit of electrolytes in there. They're little caffeine bumps there. How much caffeine? 105 caffeine. And the grape one tastes elite. Me and Cooks stock up on these, you know, just so you can get the content going. Now, the next common thing at family barbecues is, of course, going to be drinks. Now, we will touch on alcohol later in the video, but right now, I just want to show you some of these swaps here. So, for example, I don't know about you guys, but I love a good ginger beer. The normal ones, you can simply swap them for the diet ones. These are only 128 kilojoules. Yeah, like 30 calories. These ones, I believe, 682. I think you can have 4 of these for one of those and it's still less calories, but you can go even lower. You can get 0 sugar ginger ale. These are like legit 5 calories each. And my personal favorite, lemon lime bitters. Instead of this one, the regular one, swap it for the sugar-free one. It was like 40 compared to 1, hey. So for the same, you can have 40 sugar-free ones, the same amount of calories as one regular one. So just keep that in mind when you're getting the drinks for the barbecues and Christmas. Also, protein hack. These macros on these are ridiculous. If you don't mind eating pig fat, to be real, it's just straight pig fat. But if you don't mind it, like the macros on these are crazy. Like the whole bag is 273 calories and it has 31 grams of protein. If we're just talking strictly macros, this is better macros than a protein shake, than like a Rockabilly's or something, which is pretty crazy. It's actually really good macros. It's a hack. Super important to note as well, just coming from the chocolate aisle, you shouldn't be counting calories on Christmas. So I want to make that so clear. This video is not about that. This video, which I'm going to go into soon, is about the whole of December. So scientifically proven, you don't need to count calories on Christmas Day. Just enjoy yourself, honestly, to the max, guilt-free, eat and drink whatever you want on Christmas Day, but the rest of December can't be the same. If you treat the whole of December like Christmas Day, you're gonna put on 5 kegs or more and start in January, 5 steps behind where you can start. So that's my goal for this video and for you guys. I want you to enjoy December to the max without going backwards 5 steps. So on that note, let's keep going. Morning, how are you?
300 this week.
Oh, so good. How good's that? Killing it. It's our favorite Coles worker. She's been following the tips, dropping weight every week, custard on top of your Christmas puddings. Can't go wrong, eh? If you get this one, let me just double check cows. So low fat, 30% less sugar. Yeah, so this is 100 calories per serve. This is only 75. So, you know, actually not saving too much difference, but I mean, it all adds up. So protein puddings in general, mousses, all of this stuff. I feel like we've chatted about this stuff a few times, but like just to put it into perspective, the Paul's low fat mousses, they're never gonna taste as good as like the dairy milk ones, but these are 300 calories each. These are 70. So you can have 4 and it's still less calories than 1, which is pretty crazy. So for dessert, little things like that can go really good. These are one of my favorite things at the moment, the Arla protein, salted caramel and chocolate. They taste like they shouldn't be this many calories in protein, eh? I'm like, I'm a little bit sus, but they're 150, just under 146 calories and 20 grams of protein, and they taste fucking bomb, hey? So I'm definitely getting a few of these. Yeah, they're the best, eh? Get some. Such a bro trolley age. Protein puddings, protein shakes, and caffeine straight down the lolly aisle. Of course, it's not going to be a good December without any dessert. So you know we can't go past the ice cream aisle. Now there is so many good choices, but I want to show you some of my favorites. The drumstick, boysenberries, about 210 to 220 calories each, depending on what flavor you get. 1000% worth it. The Coles ice cream sangers, the regular or the cookies and cream flavor. These are really good. Like if you're hosting people, 175 calories each, and they're cheap as too, like $3.80 for a box. They are they're nearly half the calories of the Maxi Bonds, which is pretty crazy. And then of course, when it's like super hot, the Bulla frozen yogurts and the frozen yogurt minis, 45 calories for the minis, 70 calories for the frozen yogurts. One of Cameraman Cook's favorites on his summer shred. Bulla splits, like 90 calories each. Tastes insane. And then of course, you can't go past Paddle Pops. Paddle Pops around 90 calories each, depending on what flavor. Chocolate, rainbow, banana, all good. Spliced limes are good too, although I feel like they've gotten a bit smaller. And then the lowest calorie stuff is like this. All the icy pole type stuff, like the Fruity Frosts. Is that what they're called? Frosty Fruits. Fruity Frosts. Oh, what a knob. 83 calories. They're more than I thought, but it's still super low. Oh, there's ones with less sugar, which will be even less calories. One of my favorites in summer is the Cyclones and the Lifesavers and the Clippos. This is childhood nostalgia right here. The Cyclones, they're 90 calories each and they're so good. We've got Ben & Jerry's, 1200 calories a tub, all good. Game changer, actually. So if you're lucky enough to have beautiful grandparents like I had before they passed away, but they would make the best desserts. And my mum, to be fair, she makes fucking unreal desserts, but it's always desserts you need to put ice cream with. And just like a standard vanilla ice cream on top of like a sticky date pudding, Christmas mince pies, like all that stuff. Either vanilla ice cream or custard, unreal. So if you get the custard that we were talking about before, game changer. If not, don't know why the lid came off, but the Peter's no sugar added is half the calories of all the other ones and it tastes bomb. 120 calories for 100 grams. Like that's so good on top of Christmas desserts.
Oh, I follow you.
Oh, do you?
I can't believe that.
Oh, awesome, thank you. Yeah, we always come here, yeah. It's the local. Thank you for that. And that's it for the Christmas shopping, eh? Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go home. I'm gonna show you a full calorie bank and meal plan. So if you have multiple Christmas parties, like some of our clients, just way more popular than us, that's for sure. They got like 5-6 Christmas parties throughout December. So I'm gonna show you how we recommend they structure their day and an actual meal plan you can use for those days. And then we're gonna talk about alcohol and a few other important things. Let's do it. Been seeing some stuff online and it feels like a lot of the mood and the inquiries and even some of our clients been thinking like this, and it's a very, very easy mindset change. So thinking of December like a full write-off is absurd. It is the fastest way to stack the kgs on, and then you're gonna spend the whole of January just trying to get back to where you started before December, which is crazy. So if you think about it, December, it's 8% of the year or just over, which is like not a small chunk. So if you just write it off because of one day, because of Christmas Day, like that's crazy. Like I was saying in the shops, definitely don't track calories on Christmas Day, you know? And even if we say Christmas Day, eat, drink, have fun, do whatever you want. Let's say maybe New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, whichever. And then you say maybe what, like Boxing Day, maybe Christmas Eve. That's like 4 days out of 31. Is 31 in December? Yeah, it is. Dumb and Dumber need to go back to school. So that's like 4 out of 31 days that, okay, if you just do whatever you want, you still got 27 days. Yeah, 27. You still got 27 days. Now let's say, okay, you got a few Christmas parties in there. Let's just round it up 5 to 10 days out of December. You're still gonna have like 21 to 26 days of that month that you can just eat normally, stick to plan, you know, keep your steps up, train, all that good stuff. And if you do that, if you just have a few days out of the whole month that's just like, you just don't care, you eat and drink whatever you want, have fun, you won't go backwards. You'll probably still be able to make progress. But like we're teaching a lot of our clients, even if you maintain your progress in December, you don't go backwards at all, whilst completely enjoying the month to the max. So not skipping social events, you know, attending work Christmas parties and having fun, not worrying about calories too much, like getting the drink you want, blah, blah, blah. If you can maintain progress while doing that, that's a huge win. Like a massive win is actually not that hard to do with the stuff that we're walking through today. So that's just a little mind frame thing that you have to keep in mind through December if you don't want to go 10 steps backwards. So highly recommend thinking like that. And you know, for some of you probably have less days than that are completely off plan. Like I know for me, but maybe that's just because we live under a rock and not super social. I probably only have a handful of days in December that are going to be like, I'm just going to eat whatever I want. The rest will just be normal days. Also, so around Christmas, New Year's, you're probably going to be off work, have a bit of downtime, which I always encourage my clients. You probably got more time to train. Like maybe you get up a bit early before the family, or you have an hour or so in the day where you can just hit the gym, enjoy a good training session without feeling rushed and like, shit, got to get back to work, or you got to train at peak time because that's the only time you can train. Maybe now you can train in the middle of the day when it's a bit quieter. So I would say as well, an extra thing on like, okay, change your mindset around December. The next tip around that is like, put the calories to good use. I love training on Christmas Day because you get the best pumps and you perform so good. I bet you'll hit some PBs in December if you still train like you normally do. Go in, train hard. Bet you'll hit some PBs. Enough talking shit, but that's the mindset you want to have around December. Let's go cook some food. All right, quick little break. This is the behind the scenes of how much effort goes into these like recipe vids and stuff. Got cameraman cooks on the cam, and yeah, check this out. The actual kitchen is a bit of a bomb site because that's how it looks behind the camera. Because yeah, when you're making these, apparently it's just all about the shots or something. I don't know. I just cook it and eat it. But I want to show you the most. We got weird sense of humor. I want to show you the most important part of December. Oh, baby. Breakfast of champions. Can't go wrong. It's like 2 calories. Yeah. All right. We'll see if it's something serious soon. Now, one of my main goals with all of these videos that I make is I want it to be as actionable as possible for you guys. Now, what I mean by that is like the theory stuff's cool and it's good. And of course we have to put that in there as well. But I just think it's so much better if you can actually get some actionable stuff that you can use straight away. So just keep in mind when I do show things, you can tweak it and change it to fit your calories and macros. And that's what I want you to do. But if this just works for you as is, like perfect, you can just follow it. This is a good example, in my opinion, a good example of a calorie banking meal plan. So with calorie banking, and this is going to be used for your social events, so your work, Christmas parties, all that stuff. This is exactly what we're doing with all of our clients. Of course, it's tweaked and it's personalized to them and their food preferences and their calories and protein targets, but this will give you like a good idea of what you can use. So for example, in the morning, let's say the Christmas party, it's a work function and it's at night or something, and you're like, I want to go, I want to enjoy myself, I want to eat the food there, I want to have some drinks. That's sweet. We can still save a good chunk of calories for that without wiping out your entire week. Because one of the biggest mistakes I see is people trying to hoard their calories all week because they have a Christmas function on Friday, or they have a Christmas party they want to go to on a Saturday. So they just go super low calorie all week, but then what happens is like you just end up binging and smashing like 17 Christmas puddings before the party even starts, and you just blow your whole weekly calories. You feel like shit. It's probably not a good way to approach the week, in my opinion. Just in general, whether it's Christmas or not, wouldn't recommend doing that. So anyway, on the actual day of the party, what I recommend doing for breakfast is something like this overnight overnight wheat bix because it's packed with protein, fiber, and it's pretty filling. So this thing is pretty dense. I don't know if you can see the sides of that. So in here, we have 3 wheat bix, 180 grams of fat-free Greek yogurt with 15 grams of whey protein mixed in, and then 120 mils of skim milk for the actual base. And then you put the yogurt and protein base over the top, and then 100 grams of blueberries. You can put a dash of cinnamon like I did on top as well if you like. And that whole thing has 39 grams of protein for only 390 calories. So really good meal to have in the morning. Personally, what I would do is just have my morning coffee. I would push this meal back to like what I did today, 10-ish, smash that, and then you'll be sweet for a few hours. And then for lunch, I'll be 100% honest with you, that reel that we just filmed, I accidentally used all the salad and chicken that I was going to make this meal and show you. So I apologize for that, but this is actually another good little tip. So for lunch, I'd recommend just having a big ass chicken salad. If you have like more calories to play with, if you're not on very low calories, maybe a couple chicken wraps as well. So you do get some carbs and more fiber in there. But for example, let's say you do have a big chicken pasta salad for lunch, like that's your normal lunch. What you could do to slightly lower the calories and keep the protein higher is take out the pasta and just make it into a massive chicken salad. So you can increase the chicken, and I'd maybe add a boiled egg in here as well. So the meal I was going to show you is 150 grams of chicken breast with 100 grams of lettuce, 100 grams of cucumber, 100 grams of cherry tomatoes, 1 boiled egg, and then 15 grams of balsamic dressing on top. And it actually tastes bomb. I ate one yesterday and it was so good. 43 grams of protein, it's only 300 calories, like insane. So you're just saving heaps of calories without, you know, lowering your protein, which is key, and hopefully without absolutely starving. So that's what I'd recommend there. And then, so that'll be around lunchtime. If your Christmas party is for dinner, then what you want to do before you go, maybe like an hour or 30 minutes before you leave, is just have a little protein snack. Bump the protein up a bit, and it does help avoid you rocking up to the Christmas party absolutely ravenous because you haven't eaten in 7 hours, and then just inhaling the bread basket and smashing all the finger food before the party gets started. So I would just go a little YoPro, 15 grams of protein, or a Yuguri from Aldi, whatever, 95 calories. So that right there, I know it doesn't look like a ton of food, but I've done this tons of times and our clients do stuff similar and it works pretty well, to be honest. That is only 784 calories with 97 grams of protein, which is pretty damn good. So let's say your current calories to lose body fat is 1600. Just for an example, you've still got half of your daily calories, actually a little bit more than half your daily calories for your Christmas party. So you've got 800 plus calories for your Christmas party. Now, let's say you're in a 400 to 500 calorie deficit. Let's just say 500, for example. Even if you ate 1300 quick maths, 1300 calories at the Christmas party, which is a shitload. Like you could have an entree, like a good feed and a couple drinks, you would still be at maintenance. So you're not going to put on any body fat that day whatsoever. Maybe you maintain progress that day, but the other 6 are going to stay on track like we spoke about before, and you're going to keep losing body fat throughout the week. Now, if you have a bit more calories to play with, what I would do is probably pair this snack with a bit of fruit, a bit more fiber, a few nutrients, just fills the meal up or the snack up a bit more. So like 200-ish, 250 grams of strawberries, it's only like 60 to 70 calories plus this, like you're good to go. So that's probably what I would do. Well, it's not probably, that's what I would do and what I do before going out for dinner or a Christmas party, something like that. Like I mentioned, either decrease or increase these amounts based on the calories and macros you need. And if you're not even sure what calories and protein you should be aiming for, I'll put my calculator in the description, plug in your details, and it will give you the starting stats. And by the way, don't worry about the mobile number on there. We're never going to text you. I don't know why that's on there. The website team did it, and I just haven't told them to take it off yet. So just put in a fake number. I don't care. I'm not going to text you. But hopefully that's helpful. What are you doing, buddy? You sunbaking? That's a good boy. So on the theme of Christmas, they actually, when we were filming that before, they actually just came, bought myself a little early Christmas present. Actually, I bought it for Britt. Britt's Christmas present for her and for me. Wait, how crazy is this? Zeus, the husky, loves sunbaking. Like if I just let him, he'll just sit out here and just sunbake for like an hour, like a 35-degree day.
And that's his favorite spot.
That's his spot, eh?
Like
Just
I'll
on the
come-
concrete, boiling.
come-
Crazy bastard, eh? It's so hot in here. Anyways, bought myself a little Christmas present. A little sauna. This is going to be the new recovery room. Me and Cook's going to set up FIFA in here, I reckon. Play some FIFA. Oh, it smells fresh. It's a new crib. When I'm in trouble with Britt, this is where this is where you'll find me, eh? I think if we turn it on, oh, it's going to cook.
40.
See, it's got Bluetooth. That's sick,
Speakers
eh?
and
Speakers?
all.
Cooks, man, we're moving up in the world,
Oh,
eh?
yeah.
Got a little light going. Me and Cook's going to start a podcast.
Oh,
Hotbox.
yeah.
Hotbox chats. It would be good because the podcast would have to stay short, eh? Otherwise you
No,
cook
yeah,
yourself.
so you got like 30 minutes.
Yeah, 'cause sometimes they're too long, eh? Podcasts.
Yeah,
You reckon?
way too
You know, like 3 hours and shit.
No.
Well, for starters, I spilled some water. It's water, I promise. Anyway, I thought this was a bit weird shooting the alcohol scene in the sauna, but cameraman Cook says, yeah, but it's so hot in there and it'll stop you talking shit. So we'll get it going. Anyway, the last part of the Christmas video is, of course, alcohol. Now, I'll be honest, I hate wine. Someone just gave me this. Alcohol and just liquid calories in general, fastest way to just rack up your calories and make it so much harder to lose body fat. So whenever you're drinking liquid calories, I recommend, if it's not alcohol, you get all the zero sugar, because they're pretty much 0 calorie options like we showed at the shops. And then when it is alcohol, now, like I said before, if it's on Christmas and just, you know, the few days throughout Christmas, maybe New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, whatever, like if you have a favorite drink and it's high in calories, fuck it, just enjoy it. Like, I'm definitely not one of those people that think you should track calories on Christmas or on your birthday. And like, sometimes it's just nice to just do whatever you want. So that aside, that's sweet. But on all the other days, like we said, if you are just eating whatever you want, drinking whatever you want, and just riding off the whole of December, then you will definitely put on body fat and kgs, and you just don't need to. So you can still enjoy alcohol, have a good time, and just go for the lower calorie options. Now, first thing to note, of course, I should say that the less alcohol you drink, the better for health reasons. And if you drink no alcohol, then even easier. But I have a little alcohol guide. I can chuck it up. Well, Cameraman Cooks will chuck it up for you somewhere here, but with all the lowest calories options. So for example, like vodka and seltzer premixes, like there's so many out there today, but some of the common ones like White Claw, sugar-free vodkas, Coast seltzers, Smirnoff seltzers, they're like 70 to 100 calories, most of them. So, you know, you can have 3 for like 250 to 300 calories. And to put this into comparison, 2 Smirnoff double blacks is 510 calories. So you have 4 of those, 1,000 calories. And then let's be real, you're just gonna eat like a horse after that too. Or 2 vodka soda blacks is 210, so less than half the calories. You can have 4 vodka soda blacks for the same as 2 Smirnoff double blacks, which is pretty crazy. I won't run through all of them, I'll pop them up on here. Beers and wines, you can get lower calorie ones as well, like Better Beer, Pure Blonde, Hard Dry, Great Northern, all that stuff. Like I said, if I'm having a beer, personally, I just love Coronas. If it's gonna be on Christmas, I'll have a Corona or 2. But then again, I don't really drink, so that was a side tangent, but like 1 or 2 sweet. Wine is actually where the calories rack up. So 1 glass of white wine, which is 175 mil. I never understand people that drink wine, because you get like this much and it's like $50 or however much it costs. It's like 159 calories. That's crazy to me. Red wine looking around 160 calories, Moscato around 120 for a glass, and then all of your spirits are going to be around 70 to 110 calories per shot. So one thing that I didn't know when I was like 16, which I shouldn't have been drinking then anyway, but I was slamming the shots. I thought alcohol straight shots had no calories, but alcohol has 7 calories per gram. A shot of vodka is about 100 calories. A shot of gin is like 110 calories. They're all around 100-ish calories. So if you're just pouring your own mix at home, you know, a bit of vodka, a bit of sugar-free lemonade, like a glass, you can easily do like 2-3 shots, 200-300 calories per glass. So just keep that in mind. I won't keep rambling on about alcohol at the end of the day. Have a good time, enjoy yourself. But hopefully that was helpful. That is how all of our clients are going to maintain and ideally keep making progress over December while still completely enjoying themselves. And I am sweating my balls off in here. So check out this video next. See you in the next one. Whew.